Yeah, it is. Okay. Sorry, I can't see because the sun's in my eyes. As you can see, I'm giving you a video in the hot outdoors. Wow, it's fucking hot outside. I'm wearing jeans, so that probably doesn't help my case. Um, I'm gonna give you guys a TNA review. Now, if you've seen any strange videos, like the test drop on the owner, the Talking to the site, that random interview we did, fuck you. I'm just kidding. Um, we were having some fun. I wanted to have some fun, so I like to have fun. My tablet's cracked too. It's not that bad, but I just don't have it today because I don't have the charger. I'm here to give you a TNA review. I haven't had a chance to really review it yet. I'm finally getting the opportunity. My memory is a little phasey about it. I haven't watched it since Friday, so that's probably why. So let's get right into it. If my eyes are squinting, it's because the sun's in my eyes. I should have gone the other way. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so we get this TNA happened on May 8th, 2014. Um, we get Taz and Mike Tenay on commentary. That's what I heard on commentary, but we never actually see them doing commentary. And Bully's Way is in Nashville. He's playing some pretty sick music, I remember. And the camera guy asked him where he's going. He said he's going to Dixie Carter's headquarters, all that good stuff. I'm just going to kind of talk about this now. Dixie Carter ends up going to a meeting, so she leaves Rockstar Spud in charge. Um, so Bully Ray ends up, well, and Dixie Carter wants Rockstar Spud to make sure Bully Ray never comes in the building, never comes to see her, and Bully Ray comes up and he goes to this girl named Catherine, who is the second secretary, and he comes up and says, asks for Dixie Carter, and she's like, "I'll leave a message for you." He's like, "No need for a message," and then there's a big thing on the poster that says "Bully feels Dixie." Um, so then he goes up and Rockstar Spud is at the stairs gonna stop him. He's like, "You can't go up there. Private property. Don't make me have to remove you myself." And Bully Ray gives him 3 seconds to move, and he never moves. So Bully Ray lifts him up, and he ends up going into her office, and says, "Stay." And he tells him to get him a coffee. He think she's gonna smash her office. He calls the phone and has a staff meeting happen, and that's about it. So then Rockstar Spud comes back to give him coffee, but he's not at the office. So then he goes downstairs, and he sees that that he set up a meeting. And at first you don't see Bully Ray. He's like, "Oh, good, he left. I don't want." He starts insulting him, and he's right behind him. And Bully Ray tells him to get a case of beer, and he leaves. And then Bully Ray ends up uh, Rockstar Spud, and he asks him what the company motto is or something. He says Billy fears Dixie. He's like, "Wow, we need to get a new motto." And the guys and the people that work there sound like robots. And then when Rockstar Spud comes back, they're all partying, drinking beer, having a grand old time. And Rockstar Spud wants Bully Ray to leave. This is a business. You're supposed to be at work. And Bully Ray says that if you have one beer with me, I will leave. And Rockstar Spud says, "I know I'm not much of a drinker. I'm not supposed to drink on the job." And Bully Ray's like, "One beer and I'll leave. I won't say anything." So then he does it, and then he power bombs him through a table, grabs his phone, and finds where Dixie Carter is going to be located. They don't do anything with that. I thought this was very good stuff, though. It really helped made TNA a great show. Um, and then Bully Ray tells the company's motto is tables, tables, tables. And then Eric Young comes out. This is now early on the show. I just covered that all in one because it's very repetitive. It'd be kind of weird if I just did it all separately. Rockstar Spot. No, Eric Young comes out and says that he wants to defend the world title tonight. He says he wants to be a champion that fights every week, and he doesn't care if he has to book himself for the match. He will do it. Bobby Roode comes out and he wants the shot at the world heavyweight championship. And Eric Young says, "You had your shot last week. It's time for somebody new." Bobby Roode talks about how much history they have and how they became tag team champions. They were in Team Canada. We've been rivals, all that stuff. Those are two TNA originals. And Bobby Roode says that you also had to face 3 matches. You had to have beat Gunner earlier in the night, and he wants to have him that shot. Eric Young agrees, and they shake hands. And later on, MVP after that, MVP calls off the match because he wants to have his opponent name as who his number one contender is going to be at Slammiversary. So Eric Young agrees. He doesn't have the match. He, he's very scared. He doesn't want it. He wants to have the match though. So, and then MVP comes out to announce his opponent the first time. I'm covering this all in one. MVP comes out to tell us who his opponent is the first time, but Bobby Roode interrupts because he's pissed that he just lost his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, and Roode says that an MVP and Bobby Roode shoves MVP, and then they stop brawling, and Roode is forced out of the arena, and then later on MVP comes out to do it again, and we find out that it's him. He grabs he hits him with the microphone, and hits him with brass knucks, and turns heel. And I like that. I like MVP as a heel. I think MVP was pretty great as a heel in WWE. I think it's gonna be cool. It's kind of weird that now they're pretty much back where they started. MVP joined this so he could be fair and stuff, but no, he's a heel again. We get the Beautiful People, which is Angelina Love and Velvet Sky versus Brittany and Madison Rayne in an evening gown match. That's when you have to strip your opponent out of their evening gown. I remember Brittany loses, and then Velvet Sky loses, and then Madison Rayne loses. I don't remember like the match in general. I'm gonna cover the tag team championship ladder match because that was a sick match. We have the Wolves, which is Eddie Richards, no, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. Yep. Um, versus the Bromans, which is Jesse Goddard and Robbie E. Zeba Ion was out there. The Wolves go after him, and the Bromans attack him with the ladders, and they beat the crap out of him on stage. They did some great stuff with the ladders, I thought. They sandwiched one of the Wolves in there and did like a double knee to the head. Um, they grabbed the steps and put the ladders on steps. One of the Wolves did like a suplex and did like a vertical suplex, and they both went out with them. Another Wolf jumped off to like the top turnbuckle and did a stomp while Robbie E was on the ladder. Um, good stuff. Eventually, the Wolves end up winning. They knock Zema Ion off onto them. I thought this was good stuff, but yeah, that was good. And then we find out that Mr. Anderson's gonna go one-on-one with James Storm, and Gunner is back. He's backstage with Gunner and asks if he put him up to him, and he says no. I don't really remember what they said there. Ethan Carter III fought Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle showed knee. The match wasn't long. Kurt Angle started to show weakness to his knee. His knee started hurting him. When he did the three German suplexes, his knee kind of buckled a bit. And then when he did the angle slam and took the straps off, his knee completely gave way. And EC3 chopped the knee and covered him for the win, so he's still undefeated. And we find out that Kurt Angle's gonna possibly need to get surgery. Anything else I need to mention? Mike Knox squashed Kazarian. It sucks for Kazarian, but I didn't care for that. Not a lot of matches, actually. We find out that Magnus and Bram were backstage, and Bram wants to bring out this inner monster in Magnus. So he has a match. So he has Magnus set up in a match with Willow, which is Jeff Hardy's alter ego, and Willow is backstage, kind of referring to what happened when Jeff Hardy went to try to grab the title. So he says he's gonna punish him for it, and then But as the match starts, Willow's making his entrance, and Magnus clotheslines him, dominates him, and then Willow starts to make a comeback, steals Rey Mysterio's splash move he does on the outside, and Bram throws Willow into the steel steps, and he just beats the shit out of him. He handcuffs him and grabs the turnbuckle tool that Magnus has been bringing to the ring and hits him with it, and Magnus looks like he didn't want to see that happen, so he walks off, and him and Bram walk off together, so I don't like what they did there. Bram looks cool. I think that they're going to do a Willow Magnus feud now, which makes sense because I think that's the feud they should have done the first time. It's Magnus beat Willow for the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, when he was Jeff Hardy, and then anything else? That's it. I like TNA though. Not a lot of matches. That's my only problem. But I liked the ladder match. I liked watching girls get stripped. So I know. Well, like, because you're a teenage guy, I like seeing that stuff. I liked MVP's heel turn was kind of shocking, but you could kind of see it coming. But I liked his heel turn, and I liked the Bully Ray stuff. So I really liked TNA this week. I didn't like the EC3 though match and the Mike Knox, but that's pretty much it for my video. Vote on my polls. I'm gonna pull them up when I go in there. You can vote for the pay-per-view poll, WWE Armageddon, ECW Anarchy Rules, or WCW Bash at the Beach, and my DVD polls, WWE Backlash 2007, WWE Royal Rumble 2009, and WWF WrestleMania 3. And that's pretty much it, guys. Peace out. Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Gotta do it again.